So welcome to this tutorial, and we're going to be looking at the Yamaha Venova. So as you've seen in the previous Yamaha Venova tutorials, the Yamaha Venova is a unique instrument, and today we're going to be talking about how to play it chromatically. Initially, I thought it couldn't be played chromatically because the intonations were not clear and you couldn't really get out the kind of sound you wanted. But with more practice and with more time with some techniques, I figured out the chromatic with the fingering chart and some other additional pieces of tech. So we're going to be going through the chromatic scale on the Yamaha Venova, trying to get you involved with that and maybe get you to the point where you're playing the whole chromatic scale on the 2 octaves up and down consistently. Okay, so let's start off with the lowest note. We have the C. The C is covering all holes, nothing left open at all. The C is the most straightforward note, and it's the bass note. So the C sharp is using your 5th digit of your right hand and covering only the bigger hole, the hole to the right. You leave the center one, you leave this one empty, and it goes like this. So C, the C sharp. Okay, so now that we have gotten that out of the way, so let's go on to the next note, is D. So D is you hold these 3 digits of your right hand on the first 3 notes, 1, 2, 3. I think I should start by telling you how to hold the whole thing because I thought it was intuitive. The thumb rests on this back hole. This digit, the second digit rests on the first hole like this, and so this doesn't do anything for now, not on this particular Venova. This is where actual saxophone would have placements for more notes, but it doesn't have it, so we'll make do with what we have. So this is free, it doesn't participate in the fingering of the Venova. Your right hand on the next hole, so three fingers, then your right hand on the second hole. This 4th digit, the ring finger, I think, it controls the 2 notes, so the in and the out, the in and the out, the in and the out. So I'll prefer to call them the in. The in is this inner one and the out is this outer one. So usually you can play the out alone, but you can't play the in alone. So these 2 are connected, so that if you play this one, you're automatically playing this one, but you can play this one without playing the other one, if that makes sense. So the same thing here. This one plays both. If I press this, it plays both, but if I press this, it only plays one. So this is a lower note. So let's get back to it. So for the D, we take off the 5th digit of the right hand, and you just have these 4 completely covered. That's D. And D sharp, you go to the outside of that same note. So your 4th digit is still on there, but it's not covering the two knobs, just one. Very good. So you might be hearing some squeaks and sounds. It's okay. The Venova is not properly structured to be able to absorb all those sounds completely, but that's why we keep practicing and that's why we get better. So now what we're gonna do next is just redo what we have already done. So we'll run the scale from the C all the way to a D, and then a D sharp. So C. Good. Very good. So C sharp. Good. Really good. Really good. And you go to a D. Then the D sharp. Perfect. So now that we've gotten to the D sharp, we have gotten past the points where we have the actual notes to play. So now we're going to be adding some more techniques. D sharp, so the E is just, you take out the 4th digit, and it's just these 3 fingers that are working on with the right hand. So E is just these 2. Of course, there's no E sharp, so we go straight to the F, and we jump. So we just take off this finger, and this is F. notice that sometimes I'm getting some almost squeaks, so you have to like control it, because very easily it can squeak. It can squeak, but you got to control the sound. With time, it'll get better. And remember, we talked about changing the reed and changing the mouthpiece and all the other things on there. We'll get into that in more details in another class. So let's just keep on going with this. So another thing I would like to point out to you is that there is this rubber stopper on the sax on the Venova, and it's like, I think it's called the baroque fingering. It actually helps the sound out. So in this particular way we're doing, you want to leave it where it is. Don't take it out. So because I think it affects the intonation of how you play if you move it to a different spot, if you take it out completely. So we stop at an F. So an F sharp is the third and fourth digits of your right hand, but you remove the first digit. So you leave this F hole open, and you close the other two completely. So that's the F sharp. So let's run F, then F sharp. Okay, so we're making good progress right now, and from there let's move on to actually playing a G. So a G, this right hand can rest for now. It's only the left hand, so you go. Easy, right? Straightforward, right? Okay. So for the G sharp, what you do is that you take out the G finger, and you cover everything else, 1, 2. And now you don't cover these two on this fourth digit. You cover just the outer hole. So it's these three spots. 1, 2 outside, right finger. 1, 2 left hand. So a G sharp, G sharp. Okay, so then of course you go to an A, and that's just these two. So a G sharp, A. It's a slight intonation differences. You won't really know that much of a difference, but it's a slight difference that you'll find out. So from an A, we go into an A sharp. So an A sharp is actually an interesting one because it's every note except the A note. So this middle finger is not going to be playing any notes here. This finger is not going to play anything. It's just going to stay out there like you're greeting everything else. So like this, and you play A sharp. Okay, so that's with the A sharp, and then you can move on to a B, which is just this finger. Then of course, then you go to C, you switch like this. This is a C. Then the C sharp is so you finally, this has been covered the whole time. You finally take this out for a C sharp, and you add so it's like an A but without the back. So it's like this A. This is now C sharp. Okay. Then D is just this alone, the only note you have. And honestly, you can just leave your fingers out completely. You don't need to spare anything. This could be a D. But I think for stability, you don't want to just fly away. That would be hard to control. So you just put this one there. And now that we've gotten there, we could technically play a D with holding everything down, like a D. This could be a D. But we'll talk about like alternate fingerings ideas. Let's stop here. This is the lower octave, and we'll do another episode for the higher octave. Hey guys, welcome. So quick one. If you liked this video about the Venova, the tutorials for the chromatic scale, the rest of the course, I created an online course on SKILLSHARE. So you could go to SKILLSHARE right now. The links are in the description below. so you can check out the rest of the course completely on Skillshare. You have 7-day free trial, or it can even be extended to a 14-day free trial. I'll put the links in the description below. Go check it out, enjoy the course, many more to come, and have a wonderful day. Don't forget to subscribe. Bye bye, see you later.